So this is my everyday foundation routine. As you can see there, I'm using the new Revlon Color Stay Whipped Cream Foundation in the color 220 Nude. Show you there, make sure the camera's still recording. So take a Real Technique stippling brush. It is a dense brush. You can use, also good ones are the Sigma F80 kabuki brushes. I've heard they are good. I don't own them, so I just use what I have. And I just like to stipple this all over my face to start. It is a thick formula. It is something new, definitely not on the market before, so I thought I would try it. So I pretty much just do half of my face first. You don't really have to work fast with this foundation. It's not really going to go anywhere. You can stipple it on and then take time to buff it in. It's not really going to move or anything or dry really quick, so I just start and buff it halfway or on this half of my face. I picked this foundation up at a local grocery store that had a makeup section for $17.99 plus tax Canadian, as I do live in Ontario, Canada. It is expensive for a drugstore foundation. Once you add tax in there, you're probably looking at 20 bucks or more. Make sure you buff this like all under your jawline as well and into your hairline. Take more. People say it's unsanitary to keep dipping the brush into the jar, but it's my brush and I always use a clean brush every time I use it. Also, it is my makeup and no one else uses it. It is my shade, so I'm not too worried. And I just stipple on the other side of my face and where I need a bit more coverage. Also buff into your hairline just so you don't have a ring around your face of foundation that looks odd. I also like to pay extra attention just around my nose, as I find that it is a thick formula and it does a cake around my nose, so I just make sure to really blend and buff around there as well. I like a well blended foundation, I don't like to just put it on and have it like a layer of foundation. I like to buff it in. I like to buff it in really well. I had a spot there that was annoying me. And then I just go over it again just to make sure it's well buffed in and nothing is sitting in patches. Also recommend with this foundation is to moisturize before you use it, as if you have dry skin, it will pick up the dry patches and just look cakey. I'm not too sure how this would sit on oily skin, as I have dry skin, so it may work for you, it may not. You may have to use a primer. I don't have oily skin, so can't help you there. So now I'm just taking a Smashbox HD concealer in the color light and a Real Techniques Deluxe crease brush, as there's a nice domed top on it. The camera's still recording again. And I mainly this is a light concealer. It is HD though, so I just use it under my eyes. I don't really have many blemishes, if any, on a daily basis, so I just use it just on some redness under my eyes, on dark circles, and that's about it. I do have dark circles, so as everyone does. I pretty much just go over any redness, just to reduce some redness. I just put any on. I didn't want to, this concealer didn't seem to want to cover up a little spot I had on the side of my nose there. I do show you how to cover it up after. I just go around any other redness that I have. That's about it with that. Now I'm taking a MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle, which is normally a highlighter. And I would just take that on a Real Techniques contour brush. And just highlight my cheekbones. I may do like the steps of my makeup and other different than other people. This is just what I do every day in this order. You may do it different, the same. Doesn't really matter. As long as you put creams before powders. Powder, can't put cream over powder, it's just not going to work. This is a Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blush in number 10, pink frosting. People say these aren't the greatest, but I don't like a lot of blush, so I just need a very sheer, light coverage of blush. I just dab my finger in, smile, and I just dab it on, give it a rub. As you can see, I put a bit too much on this side here, so then I will wipe my hand off, take my stippling brush, buff that out a bit just so it's not so harsh, fix it. The blush is very, very light, very sheer. You can't really tell it's there, but I don't like a ton of blush. Now I'm going to set my makeup with a MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, natural in the color medium. And it looks really light, and also the lights are really bright here, so I look pretty pale. I'm actually not that pale. Take a Real Techniques buffing brush, which is a fluffy one. You can use any blush or powder brush, will work. And I just set my makeup where I need, so it's not going to move. I also, before I did my foundation, which I'll show you in a different video, the next one I did, my eye makeup done here is done, so I filmed that as well. So I will show you that. I used a Makeup Forever HD Primer number 1, which is a green color, and it reduces redness. And then I used a Clinique Pore Refining Solutions around my nose. Here I'm looking for a MAC Studio Sculpt concealer for that tough spot on the side of my nose. Color is NW20. Thick, very thick concealer, which is not really good for under your eyes because it's very cakey, or it can be. I just used it on that spot, dabbed a little on, rubbed it in, and that was about it. Now I'm just taking out my hair, finishing up here. I've never dyed my hair or anything, so if you think it's dyed, I have never dyed it. I don't really want to. It's just wavy, curly, kind of frizzy. After this video, I did straighten it, so it doesn't look like this every day. It's a little curly and wavy there, all in one. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video, which is my eye makeup, and talk to you guys all later. Bye!